Hello, welcome back. I have a concert today and I wanted to do my go-to glam, so I was like, oh, why not record it for you guys? If you're new here, I am genbthegem. My name is Genesis, or Jen for short. I have the same handle on all my platforms. This headband low-key gives me a headache, but it slicks it back really good. I feel naked without my earrings, so let me put them on really quick. Alright, cool, we're all prepped. Now let's get started. My skin is already all prepped. I kind of want a little bit more glow on my skin, so I'm using the e.l.f. Camo Glow liquid filter in the shade number 3. I haven't used this in a minute, so I'm kind of excited how this is going to work with my foundation choice. Okay, cute. Oh, real question, should we do makeup on Mario? Oh my god, dude. Our house lapsed. Okay, I use the shade 210. And I'm just gonna dot this all over my face. I just find it easier to like blend everything out this place. I'm gonna use my 200 Real Techniques brush. I like to use brushes for my foundation. I just find that it wears nicer and it blends out a little bit easier. See, I feel like this matches so good. I also should have mentioned that my skin is super duper dry, so all these products that I'm using are a little bit more on the hydrating side. I'm using the Too Faced multi-use concealer in the shade Porcelain. This is my go-to concealer. Nothing is better than this. Let's do 2 shades, that way I can highlight a little bit more. So I'm using the Dose of Colors concealer right under the eye just to brighten it up. La única cosa is that I don't know what shade this is. It has like no stick or anything. Before blending this out, I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. This just helps with longevity. It just makes my face a little bit more hydrated. You guys can see my snack. How embarrassing. Now I'm taking the Makeup by Mario stick, what is it called? Stick bronzer? Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick. I use the shade medium, and then I'm using my Morphe R46 brush. I go in on the forehead. I'm sure you're thinking like, why are you still bronzing it up if it's so small? Like, you're making it look smaller? I like it that way. I like the way it looks. I like a really warm face. So makeup doesn't have to be by the book, so it's okay. I go like right underneath my cheekbone and just press it in. Don't go back and forth because that's how you will get muddy bronzer or muddy contour. You're just creating heat, so if you create heat, your makeup is gonna separate. So okay, I think that's pretty good. My nose goes down a little bit, so what I like to do is I like to bring up my nose, or give that illusion I should say. Warm up the little nostril areas. I will apply it down the side of the nose. I will squeeze whatever brush I'm using to make it a little bit skinnier. We'll just drag it right above. Oh girl, that actually came out really good. I'm gonna take Joy by Rare Beauty. If you still haven't tried out their cream blushes, what are you doing? What are you doing, girl? I'm using the same brush. I'm using R46 Otra Vez by Morphe, because pa que ensuciar otra brocha when you can just use the same one. I don't know how to do it with a sponge, and I see a lot of people do it with a sponge, but siento que no me sale. I high-key need to clean my powder puffs because ahorita una vez, girl, but powder, don't set it like this because then it's gonna feel cakey and heavy. Oops, on this side. Make sure it's nice and flat. I promise this will help out so much because you want to do thin layers. If you go thick, it's gonna feel very, very heavy. See? Like that one looks so pretty. But yeah, Beauty Bakery and Oat, so good. I'm like on my 5th bottle. If you watch me and you haven't tried this, what are you doing? What are you doing? This is every dry girl's favorite powder. No, but seriously, Sephora Collection Micro Smooth is the best powder for dry skin. Because if you see, I still have like a little bit of glow coming through, so this is perfect. I need setting spray again. I feel like very mattified and I don't want that. That's like $10 down. Just kidding. If you don't have a fan for your makeup routine, I recommend. So I slept on this product. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette Contour in the shade Dulce de Leche. I would say it's more like of a bronzing powder because I think of contours to be like more cool toned, maybe even like a neutral shade. This is hella warm. I'm not complaining because I'm not a contour girly. Placement wise, I'm kind of just doing the same places that I had done the cream contour. Girl, the baby hairs are going crazy. And the brush I'm using is the Araceli Beauty Grande Cheek brush. I freaking love this brush. I freaking love Araceli. Before going on to the nose, I'm just gonna put a little bit of powder just because I feel like se me bajó poquito. I wanted a rhinoplasty for the longest time, but as I've gotten older, I just think like, I don't know if I want to pay that money. What if I don't like it? And right now I don't hate my nose. So like, What if I end up hating it more, disliking it more, I should say? Like, no, I'm just gonna learn to love this. I'm gonna learn to love what I was given and just embrace it, even though I say this as I'm like transforming it with makeup, but you know what I mean. Okay, let's do blush. This little grippy thing is so funny. I hate when powder goes in my nose because then it looks like I have a little booger. I'm just like dusting it off. You know what? Before I do powder, I actually want to brighten up my under eye. So I'm going to use the other side of the Wet n Wild palette. I want to see if this is going to be bright enough. I did use it the other day and I felt like it was good. But I might just add my e.l.f. camo powder también. I'm the shade 140W. Perfect. The amount of times that I've done this step on live and I leave it to like bake on for a few minutes, they're like, oh, are you gonna leave on your highlight? I'm like, no, it's only baking, I promise. I don't leave it like this. Can you imagine if I left it like this? I would hope someone would tell me like, what are you doing? Blushes, do 2 tones, lighter one and a darker one. It's gonna look more cohesive, promise you. Benefit Sunny will be our light shade. And then I'm going to use my Morphe and Makeup by Ariel brush, a 2-2. Always buff out your products before. I do like applying it a little bit higher just to lift up the cheeks tantito. When I'm applying this, I kind of like to smile too. It gives me a better idea of like where I want the product to lay. Now with my deeper tone, I'm going to use my Milani Luminoso blush. This one I'm just applying it right on top and just circular motions, patting motions. Gonna dust off the powder underneath. Feel free to like go above too because it's gonna kind of diffuse the line even more. See, I don't even have highlighter on yet and I have so much glow coming through. Need to cover up a little bit more. I'm not really a highlighter person, but because of this product, now I am. I'm using the shade Exhilarate. I think that's how you pronounce it. Okay, I'm gonna use her brush. Nomás pa que vean. Are you joking? Just taking my ring finger and applying it right where I put the e.l.f. camo powder on. Mind blown. I do have a brow lamination. It's I think like 2-3 weeks old. So that's why my brows are a little bit more manageable and they're kind of just sticking to where I brush them. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my Benefit brow pencil in number 6. I find that this is a shade that matches my brow hair the most. I have like a cool toned black color on my hair, so a lot of brow pencils tend to show up very warm. This one doesn't. This one is literally perfect. Actually, I went ahead and did one brow so you guys could see the difference. What I do, I kind of just outline the brow lightly. So now I'm going to do the same thing but bring the hairs down. As you can see, my brows aren't that thick. Brow laminations do magic, dude. Okay, and instead of filling in the brow so much with like the brow pencil, you're gonna add definition with the brow pen. This is a Milani brow pen. I use the shade Espresso. Now my 24-hour brow setter by Benefit. Water break. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and do this eye off camera and then I will be back for this side. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm obsessed with how this eye came out. Let's continue. I'm using the NARS concealer in Marron Glace, and then I'm gonna add my Too Faced concealer on here too. I just feel like Too Faced Hella Hydrating. This one is a little bit more like in the middle, so both of them together just make a really nice base for the eyeshadow. You don't need to set it or anything. I'm gonna take the Sigma. It's an eye cream brush. This is in S20. Every time I do the brows, I need to like hold my breath. I'm just blending out the base with the same brush that I actually used to blend out my nose contour. I reuse brushes, I don't care. The makeup palette I'm going to use is the Makeup by Mario matte palette. Some of these shadows have hit pan. Clearly, I like this palette a lot. It's hella good. First off, transition color. So I'm just taking this into my crease, and I do bring my shadow into like the nose, and then I also like to bring it in a little bit into the brows, just softly. Okay, next I'm going to take matte 5 just right underneath my transition color. I just want to deepen this up, and I go back and forth, do little windshield wiper motions, and I also do little circles as well. To deepen out the outer corner, I'm going to use matte number 6. I'm just going to pack this on first. As you can tell, very dark. I'm going to do like tinier motions just because I don't want to bring it out too far and make it look too messy. My hand palette is all messy, but I'm just going to take a little bit of my NARS concealer just the tiniest bit, like that much. I'm gonna take this shadow brush and I'm just gonna buff this in just enough so we can brighten up this lid. And it's just gonna give me a cleaner base for that light shadow I want to add on the lid. Once you feel like you have the nice placement, grab another shadow brush, and in this case I'm going to use matte 2, which is like warmer tone. I'm going to pack this onto the shadow. I'm going to place it right on the lid. Now to do this brown liner, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible. This is in the color 605 brown. I'm going to start right at the center and bring this out. I find that doing like little stabbing motions is a little bit easier too, and I get a little bit more pigment. I'm going to take this pencil brush, super duper tiny, this shade right here, and I'm going to place this right on top and smudge at the end and right above. The key is just do little by little. Eventually you're going to get like that little gradient effect. I'm even taking a little bit of the shade that we did on the outer corner just so it can blend in a little bit more. I feel like that looks pretty good. So I'm going to add my Charlotte Tilbury pencil into my waterline. And I'm going to put this liner in. I've been liking this one so far. It's pretty dark, doesn't make my eyes cry. I'm going to bring it into my lash line as well. And más o menos. Using this Real Techniques 332 brush, just this nice smudge brush. I'm gonna smudge this back and forth. No shadow added. I might have some residue on there, but I'm not going in with shadow right now. I just want to blend out this liner. Using matte 10, pack it on right underneath. Now taking this angled brow pencil, this angled brush, I'm gonna go in with black shadow. And this one, be very careful because black shadow tends to have fallout. We don't want to get any fallout on our under eye. So this one you kind of just want to pack on. Okay, and I'm going to grab that shadow brush that we used for the lid color. I'm going to grab the first shade. I'm going to put it right underneath. You kind of just want to highlight this area. Almost like carve it out. I think maybe add a little bit of white liner. So this is the About Face shadow stick in white. I'm just taking a pencil brush to buff this in. Let's see, this might be brighter. I'm kind of just experimenting on here. Oh, hell yeah. This is it. I need to leave the house in an hour. I still gotta finish my makeup. I gotta finish my hair. Gotta figure out my outfit because my Amazon package isn't here, but it's okay. We work faster with pressure, right? Okay, lashes. I'm doing the same lashes that I did on that look. The Style Heather by the MUA Lash. This is actually my friend's lash brand. Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive with Aloe. This is like probably the cheapest lash glue I've ever found, and it's also the best one. Fan is coming in clutch again. Center, outer, inner. That's the way I put it on. Or just put it on whole. That came... Dude, I don't think I've ever applied it that fast. Oh wait, that's because it's not even applied good. Black liner, same one, just to the upper lash line. I kind of just do the outer corner because the inner casi no se ve. Ahora, let's do mascara. I'm using the Araceli Beauty mascara. This is what you gotta do. Put your pinky, brush up the mascara. Hold on, my other eye's still crying. Pinky, mascara, and almost like press it in a way. You're kind of like sandwiching your lashes. I almost feel like this would have looked good without bottom mascara, but I don't know, since we have that smoky lash line, I feel like we kind of need it too. So I'm just gonna wiggle my brush into my bottom lashes. Damn, hella smoky. I think I'm gonna do Cork by MAC. Let's sharpen this baby up. Now I'm gonna add Sand by Dose of Colors. Dose of Colors literally they have the best liquid lipsticks. I'm not really into liquid lipsticks like that anymore, but these give me all of them. I love these. Just gonna blend this in. Freaking love this combo. This combo is literally one of my faves, and I don't do it that often, but it looks so good. Just bringing in the pencil a little bit more, so it's not like hiding behind the lipstick. Let me go ahead and do my hair, and I will be right back so you guys can see the finished look. 5:53. I need to leave by 6:30. Supuestamente. Ahora que. Hey. Done getting ready. I don't know if I like the hair, but I already did a side part. I don't know. I just felt like it was gonna look cuter. I don't hate it, but I don't love it, and I think it's because I have a high neck dress on. and I feel like when I have a high neck, it just makes my face look rounder. So let me show you guys the outfit. Let me set you guys up differently. It's gonna be a little dark, but I'll post a little picture of what it looks like right here because my room's really small and I don't have a lot of space to really show you guys. But I'm gonna wear this jacket on top and then this bag. Jacket's from Amazon, my dress is from Forever 21, and then this bag is from H&M. Yeah, I gotta get going, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.